Hello everyone, this is a video lesson for Module 7 on proportions. I'm going to give you 3 sample problems on how to solve proportions algebra style. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. Here's a proportion. Right here is 3 over x is equal to 9 over 12. We're going to solve this algebra style. That means cross product. So we start here with our pen at the 12. And you can draw a line up to the 3 and then drop it down with an arrow. That means we're going to multiply 12 times 3, and that makes 36. And then you're going to keep the equal sign that's right in the middle. Just drop it down right there. And then your pen or pencil goes at the x, and we make a line that goes up to the 9 and drops down with an arrow. And you multiply x times 9. And you're just going to squish the two together to make 9x. Okay, now this is called algebra style. This says 9 times what? Equals 36. In order to solve this problem, here's what we do. We always divide by the coefficient. That is the number sitting right in front of the x, and that happens to be a 9. So we're going to divide both sides by 9. This goes away. 9 divided by 9 is 1, and in algebra, 1 is the imaginary number, especially if it's in front of the variable, which is the x. Okay, so my final answer then is x equals, I'll read it backwards, x equals, and 36 divided by 9 is 4. X equals 4. Okay, that's the solution to problem number 1. Let's do problem number 2. Okay, once again, we're going to solve this algebra style. Okay, so with your pen at the 20, we go up to the x and you drop it down. We say 20 times x, and that's a squish together, is 20x equals. And you go this side, pen at the 5 or pencil, and you go up to the 16 and drop the arrow down. 16 times 5 is going to give us 80. And now solving in algebra style says this is 20 times something, x means something, is going to give us 80. Okay, so here's what we do. We divide both sides, what's called the coefficient. 20 is the coefficient. It's right before the x. That means that this goes away because 20 over 20 is 1, and that's imaginary. So we got x equals, and 80 divided by 20 is 4. My answer is x equals 4. Okay, last problem, algebra style. Okay, this is called solving proportions algebra style. Let's do this very last one. Pencil or pen at the 7, starting at the bottom, you go up to the 4 and drop an arrow down. 7 times 4 is 28. The equal sign is in the middle. And then you go starting at the bottom, x times 3, drop your arrow down. X times 3, that's a squish together. That's called 3x. Okay? Now to solve this, this says 3 times what is 28? Well, there's no perfect answer to this. Our answer is going to be a fraction, and that's okay. So here we go. Let's divide by the coefficient. The coefficient happens to be a 3, and 3 over 3 is 1, so it's gone, and we get x equals. I'm reading it backwards. X equals. Well, look over here. This is called a fraction answer because it's not perfect. And we take a look at that answer, 28 over 3, and we decide, could we simplify it? And we cannot, so that's my answer. It is improper. Leave it, 28 over 3. This is your video lesson on solving proportions algebra style.